we are back again. We'll be trying to do more videos where we're just talking about our experiences, so I think one-on-one time would be good. So, as you know, we both had fights now in Mexico. I just had my first fight. Great, eventful situation. But also, I hurt my hand. I don't know if you can see, yeah. Messed my hand up pretty bad, and I had to go to the hospital. So, it was an experience, and I thought, might as well share, because I think that's what some people are concerned about, is traveling and like your hospital experience. And
so everyone is always like, oh, how do you go to the doctor? Do you have travel insurance? And we don't have travel insurance. We have never really had anything happen to us that we can't just pay out of pocket for. And usually when we do pay out of pocket, it's still cheaper than what we would pay with insurance in the States. I get yes, horrible things could happen and we could be in a lot of debt, like accidents or whatever, but for us it's still significantly cheaper and probably within our financial plan if something does happen.
Yeah, we've still saved up a good bit of money just in case something really bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
why does it sound like water is running?
Gotta figure out what this water noise is. Abrupt video change. Part of the life. I think it's coming from a trash can thing. Something upstairs. And it's not raining outside. So I'm gonna go upstairs and see what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. I guess it's up even higher. Guess it's up even higher. Hello? Yeah, did you see it?
Yes, it's a briefing with the upstairs department.
Oh, snap. I'm down on floor 3.
Yes, we already told them.
Oh, it's coming from their apartment?
Yes.
Yeah, it is from the east boiler.
Oh, no. Okay. Wow. So it's all good, or?
Yeah, we already told them.
All right, thank you. So, yeah, it was the guy upstairs. His boiler, I guess, exploded or something. I'll put the video of me discovering that. Anyhow, where were we at?
Going to the hospital. We don't have travel insurance. People are like, what the hell are you doing?
Right, you're irresponsible.
Yeah, especially because we be fighting too, and people are like, whoa, something really, you're kind of more at risk than just everyday people traveling and stuff. But like we said, we've definitely put a specific fund away for emergency situations like that, and there's a very good chance that it will still be cheaper than what we would pay with insurance in the States.
Right, so let me kind of run you through what happened after the fight. Kind of after adrenaline and everything wore off, my hand just started to I started feeling pain, to the point I couldn't put any weight on it. And then Becca was like, oh, well, it's fine, as long as it's not swelling up. And then the next day, it started swelling. I took a ride to the hospital. I just went on bike because it wasn't to the point I could ride with just one hand. And I got there, and the receptionist, I told her, I was like, I've broken my hand. And she was like, oh, go to the emergency room. And as soon as I walked in, there were 3 people just sitting there. And one of them got up and he immediately started talking to me, but it was in Spanish. And then once he realized I couldn't speak Spanish that well, he was switched to English immediately. So he directed me to a counter where I would pay and just kind of check in, gave the people my passport.
You pay at the end, right?
Yeah, I paid at the end, but it's the same counter. And so the people, basically, they took my identification, they wrote some stuff down, I wrote my phone number down, and that was it. Then immediately I was they took my vitals, and they just took my height, stuff like that. And then as soon as I was done with that, I was sent to the doctor. The doctor grabbed my hand. He was touching different parts of it. He told me to touch each finger. He's just saying how much pain do you feel? And he was like, we're gonna do x-rays in about 5 minutes. So we waited there, and he didn't make me wait off in the room somewhere. He was right next to me the whole time. And within 5 minutes, somebody came, walked me down to the x-ray, and we did x-rays. It was pretty simple. It was like everybody seemed very attentive. They were like constantly verifying like my name, what it was I was there for, just to make sure like they got it. And I really did appreciate that. We sat down, the doctor showed me the x-rays, and he was like, nothing's broken. First, he gave me this document, which confirmed that there was no fracture. And so he signed off on it, basically like explaining what the x-rays were to me, and then I think I signed off on it as well. He gave me another document, and this is basically all, what is the name like when you're a bone doctor?
Orthopedic?
Yeah, orthopedic. So he gave me all these names just in case I was feeling pain later. He was like, call these numbers if you feel anything, or if the swelling doesn't go down, and that was really nice. He was like, anytime you can call. And then he recommended me these medications. One is paracetamol.
Paracetamol is like Tylenol type thing.
Tylenol.
And then Ketorolax, like anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then he basically said, don't use for 2 weeks, 2 semanas. And then the utility, he wanted me to get like an actual brace. And I haven't bought one yet, but I will get one soon. And then what you said, I asked for the x-rays, and he gave me this document, which is basically like a username and password to go on and find my x-rays. So, I just want you to guess, how much do you think I had to pay for that? What are you guessing? You already know how much. Man. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you. It was 167, you can see right here, and then that's it in pesos. And so yeah, I just had to pay that. It wasn't bad. They wrapped my hand for me, and I just felt like they gave it enough attention. I felt very taken care of, and it was a good experience. It always pretty much is. Even when that thing happened with Nina and she busted her head.
Yeah. Nina fell off the bed. We took her to the same hospital. The hospital is like we said, came and biked there. It's super close. Great. That's a nice color. Mm-hmm. Nina fell off the bed, really hit her head, and it was like starting to bleed a little bit, and it was just like this huge swollen bump. So we took her to the hospital, and she was seen really, really fast. They made her feel really comfortable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good experience. They gave us a lot of stuff to take home with us.
Yeah, they wrapped her head up.
Yeah, like that we really didn't even have to pay for.
I think it was cheaper because of her age too. I think the price.
No, it's more expensive when they're kids because there's more risk. Because a consult at this hospital, and it's similar to the other hospital I had to go to, like just a consult, like a visit is 500 pesos, which is about $25. But for kids, it's 600 because they need to have like a pediatrician. They can't just have like any old doctor in there. But yeah, so like one time I went and I only paid for the consult. I didn't have any labs done or anything. It was just like explaining my symptoms, quick exam. They talked to me, gave me a prescription, and I just paid the 500 pesos. And
that is the end of the video because
it's not. There's more to say.
Bro, Nina.
But it's not too deep.
See?
That's good. What are the Octonauts doing, Nina?
Nice. Okay.
Like one time I went and they were really, really great because I have been seeing a specialist for something else, and that condition kind of like flared up and I didn't really know what to do. And so I went to the ER, but I brought the orders that my specialist had given me to get done. I just hadn't got them done yet, and they were like, oh, well, since you're here, let's just do it now for you. I was expecting to wait like 3-4 hours or be like, oh, come back at this time or something, but no, they did an ultrasound right there. They did all the tests that my other specialist wanted me to get done. Did not have an appointment, just like came into the ER, and the doctor was very attentive, and They've always been really friendly. They always like take time with you. It doesn't really feel like they're too rushed, which is nice.
Yeah, that is always good.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like they're like so overworked and stressed and stuff.
We're just irritated that you're there and you're hurt.
Yeah, or that like you don't speak English, because like I know at least in the States, like some of the doctors I would work with, if they didn't, if like the patients didn't speak English, they would kind of act not so friendly with them or just get frustrated. But people here, like, we don't speak fluent Spanish and they don't care. Like we try and they're just like, we'll just speak English.
Yeah, it's definitely better. Like the doctor that I saw, he didn't speak English, and we both, I was like, you know, man, Espanol, es malo, and he was like, my English isn't good either, and we were just like vibing off the fact that we're both still trying to learn a language. It's not like a barrier as far as like our personalities are rubbing against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good.
Yeah, and the wait times are pretty good. Like one time I went on a weekend at like 11:30, and usually I feel like that's busy times for hospitals and ERs and stuff. But and there was a good amount of people there. There was like 10 people in the waiting room, but I think I still only waited like 40 minutes max. So for that amount of people, I felt like that was pretty good. But yeah, like the stuff with doctors here is really good. They are very advanced. Like I think that's one thing that people are concerned about. Like, oh, you know, like healthcare is probably not going to be as good as the States, and like, you know, US has everything. And there are some things you can't get here, like medications and stuff that you can get in the US, but it's also vice versa. There's things here that you can't get in the US. And I don't know if this is gonna be TMI, but like I went to the gynecologist just for like the normal checkup or whatever, and they have a screen, like you can see everything they're doing when they're examining you. So like they were so thorough, because one of the things, you know, like especially with women, it's a sensitive visit. You're like really exposing yourself, but you can see exactly what the doctor sees. He talked me through everything he was doing, so it just made me feel like, okay, like I actually have some insight into like what the hell they're doing down there, instead of just like this blank sheet in front of me. So yeah, that was nice, and I've never seen that in the States, and it's like there's definitely like very advanced medicine. You feel very taken care of.
Yeah, there's a lot of specialization too.
Yeah, like it's easy. It's like specialist appointments in the US are so difficult to get into, number one, and to pay for. And for the specialists I've seen, they're anywhere between like $600 to $800 for a visit. This is pesos, and that is like $30 to $40. And I've gotten appointments within the week with a specialist. So that is something I feel like is different than the States.
Yeah, I would say every single hospital visit we've had has been amazing.
Yeah. I'm sure it's like in the States where, you know, there's good hospitals and bad hospitals, like more low-income hospitals and more like well-funded hospitals, but I don't know, the one that's near us is pretty great. So, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure we say that. But if you have any questions about whatever we've dealt with, or if you just want to see more videos like this and have a question that you want answered, please feel free to comment and let us know. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions. And yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like the video, dislike, comment, and still subscribe. And we will see you next time.
See my hand?